ICH Guideline. This video will illustrate the 4 types of ICH guidelines. Quality Guidelines Q Series. Q guidelines ensure drug quality and stability, covering Q1 stability testing. This guideline defines the stability data package for a new drug substance or drug product that is sufficient for a registration application. The purpose of stability testing is to provide evidence on how the quality of a drug substance or drug product varies with time under the influence of a variety of environmental factors such as temperature, humidity, and light. Q2, Analytical Validation. This guideline presents elements for consideration during the validation of analytical procedures included as part of registration applications. Analytical procedure validation forms a part of the analytical procedure lifecycle. Q3, Impurities. It consists of 4 guidelines. Q3A, Impurities in new drug substances. Q3B, Impurities in new drug products. Q3C, Guideline for residual solvents. Q3D, Guideline for elemental impurities. Q4, Pharmacopoeias. Different tests have been harmonized in global pharmacopoeias as disintegration, dissolution, sterility test, and microbiological examination of non-sterile products. Q5, Quality of biotechnological products, which consist of 5 guidelines. Q5A through Q5E, covering viral safety, expression constructs, stability testing, cell substrates, and comparability. Q6 Specifications. This guideline is divided into 2 parts. Q6A for chemical substances, and Q6B for biological products. Q7. Good Manufacturing Practice Guide for Active Pharmaceutical Ingredients. This document is intended to provide guidance regarding good manufacturing practice for the manufacturing of active pharmaceutical ingredients under an appropriate system for managing quality. Q8, Pharmaceutical Development. This guideline is intended to provide guidance on the contents of Section 3.2. P2 for drug products as defined in the scope of Module 3 of the Common Technical Document. Q9, Quality Risk Management. Risk management principles are effectively utilized in many areas of business and government. The protection of the patient is of prime importance when managing the risk to product quality. Q10. Pharmaceutical Quality System. This document establishes a new ICH tripartite guideline describing a model for an effective quality management system for the pharmaceutical industry. Q11. Development and manufacture of drug substances. This guideline describes approaches to developing and understanding the manufacturing process of the drug substance for both chemical entities and biological entities. Q12. Technical and regulatory considerations for pharmaceutical product lifecycle management. This guideline provides a framework to facilitate the management of post-approval chemistry, manufacturing, and controls changes. Q13. Continuous manufacturing of drug substances and drug products. This quality guideline provides scientific and regulatory considerations for the development, implementation, operation, and lifecycle management of continuous manufacturing processes. Q14. Analytical Procedure Development. This guideline describes science and risk-based approaches for developing and maintaining analytical procedures suitable for the evaluation of the quality of drug substances and drug products. Safety Guidelines S Series. S guidelines focus on non-clinical safety, like S1 guideline on the need for carcinogenicity studies of pharmaceuticals. The objectives of carcinogenicity studies are to identify a tumorigenic potential in animals and to assess the relevant risk in humans. S2. Guidance on genotoxicity testing and data interpretation. The purpose is to optimize the standard genetic toxicology battery for prediction of potential human risks. S3 through S12 cover various safety aspects including toxicokinetics, chronic toxicity testing, reproductive toxicity, biotechnology safety evaluation, safety pharmacology, immunotoxicity, anti-cancer pharmaceuticals, photosafety, pediatric safety, biodistribution, and oligonucleotide therapeutics. Efficacy Guidelines E Series. E guidelines cover clinical trials and human safety, including E1 Clinical Safety for drugs intended for long-term treatment, E2 Pharmacovigilance, E3 Clinical Study Reports, E4 Dose Response Studies, E5 Ethnic Factors, E6 GCP Good Clinical Practice, E7 Clinical Trials in Geriatric Population, E8 General Considerations for Clinical Studies, E9 Statistical Principles for Clinical Trials, E10 through E22 covering control groups, pediatric populations, anti-hypertensive drugs, QT interval evaluation, genomic biomarkers, multi-regional trials, adaptive designs, and inclusion of pregnant and breastfeeding individuals in clinical trials. Multidisciplinary Guidelines M Series. M guidelines are cross-cutting like M1 MEDRA terminology, M2 electronic standards, M3 non-clinical safety studies, M4 common technical document, CTD, M5 data elements and standards for drug dictionaries, M6 gene therapy, M7 mutagenic impurities, M8 electronic common technical document, ECTD, M9 through M15 covering biopharmaceutics classification, bioanalytical method validation, electronic protocols, drug interaction studies, bioequivalence, real-world data usage, and model-informed drug development. ICH Standards Reference. You can download any guideline you are interested in from the official website available in the description. So there you have it. ICH harmonizes global drug regulations, saving time, money, and lives. Thanks to ICH, patients get safer, faster, and better medicines. Like, subscribe and hit the bell. Want more deep dives? Comment below which regulatory topic we should cover next.